Hi Capricorn, welcome to your July 2022 monthly messages from Spirit Reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Capricorn. This will not resonate with every Capricorn that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message is going to be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Capricorn, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, Cross Watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Capricorn. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Capricorn and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So my intentions for this reading, Capricorn, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of July, to ask, what do you need to hear right now? What do you need to know about the month of July? And if something has already happened, why has it happened? And help you gain clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to anything that will be unfolding in the month of July. And this can impact any aspect of your life: love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution. Whatever Spirit would like to bring forward shall be said. And if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, deities, maybe even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'll be using my sound bowl to clear and set the energy, so if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. Let's get this started. All right. So let's see what Capricorn needs to hear right now in the month of July, anything that will be happening, unfolding, or just messages that you need at this time. Let's see. Tell me about the messages Capricorn needs to hear for July, Spirit. What does Capricorn need to hear right now? All right, there we go. Oh, beautiful. Number 19. It says, a nurturing heart, mother. Interesting. And it says, I am protective spirit and reach out to all life with love and compassion. So with the mother being so present here, some of you could be mothers. Maybe some of you are very close to your mothers or may have a mother wound or an experience with your mom right now that is very tender to your heart, needs a little bit of nurturing, a little bit of love and comfort at this time. You know, for some of you, if you have a mother that passed away either recently or even years ago, I believe your mother's coming through right now to give you some love and healing through whatever you're going through that you need a little bit support on emotionally. You know, I feel the presence of Mother Mary, that maybe it's a deity you work with, you know, an energy that you connect with, or maybe she's just making her presence known right now to send you a lot of love at this time, Capricorn. And I'm also picking up that some of you don't maybe have the best relationship with your mother. And there has been a certain instance maybe that you've recently gone through or will go through that will kind of start to surface all those wounds around your mother. And again, if it's not specifically mother, it may be a feminine energy coming through. And we all have masculine and feminine energies that, you know, is not assigned to specific gender or sex at all. But I feel an energy of a loving spirit that just wants to come through for you now to help you heal. And if some of you are parents, are expecting to be parents, and maybe, you know, having a little bit a hard of a time getting pregnant or, having a family, or that's just been on someone's mind of worry right now, whether it's because you're starting to see everyone else starting to settle down, having kids, or, parenting is just not easy. It's a blessing, but it's definitely a difficult process. And some of you are just experiencing that difficulty. Whatever this is, we'll pull some more cards to kind of pinpoint it. Spirit wants to come through to like wrap you up in a blanket of love, to tell you that you are loved, you will be okay, you are being watched over. And if you are going through, a difficult loss, some sort of disappointment, some sort of situation where you feel like you failed, Spirit wants you to not be so hard on yourself, to not be so hard on yourself when it comes to what you could have done better, what you didn't do. If you only had another chance, how would you have changed it? Spirit wants you to silence your mind and start tuning into your heart, Capricorn, and start working on that heart healing. But, it kind of came through in Libra's reading about this heart chakra energy, but that felt more with Libras, that it was coming from within. This is an energy that's coming around you, Capricorn. And if you're feeling alone, you're not alone. And this energy, this spirit that is definitely one of your spirit guides and may have been for a very long time, since you were a child, definitely, it wants to come through to let you know that they're still here, and to connect, to just release your worries and fears and anxieties or stress, and to let this energy comfort you. And whether that just comes through what you can do for yourself by listening to your favorite music, watching your favorite movies, going on that walk in nature, there's a need to heal yourself and to let Spirit heal you as well, to be open to this healing. I do feel like a wall or a guard, and maybe some of you, I don't know, have been a little bit disappointed in, what you feel the universe has or hasn't done for you. But there is always divine timing. Spirit always does things in some ways where we think it's just rejection or we think it's a failure. It's really protection. And if some of you are going through, again, that rejection, that disappointment, feeling like a failure, I'm hearing there's another way. There's another way to get to your goal. There's another way of perceiving the situation. But for now, time will tell. And in the meantime, Capricorn, feel the love that is being sent your way through Spirit. And if there are people you can call on that, or your friends, family members, or even just soul tribe to reach out to, you're safe to reach out. You have a strong enough intuition to decipher, who is right for you, who will support you, and who will not. And if you're looking for that outside assistance, now is a good time to just go for it. I even hope that if any of you need to comment below and look out for, or ask for anyone to see if they resonate with your situation, I hope that the community I've built around my channel, we will be there for each other. I see it a lot in the comments. And if it's just doing that first step and reaching out through the comment section, you're very welcome and very safe to do so. But there is an energy of love, of protection, of wanting to nurture you at this time, Capricorn, with whatever you're going through. The wolf is really sticking out to me in this picture. Maybe the wolf is your totem animal. You've been seeing wolves, and that's a sign. And then look behind you, and there's feathers all around here. Maybe some of you are finding feathers, and that's, the angels confirming for you that they're with you when you find that feather. Wow. All right, Capricorn. Let's keep going. Maybe a lot of you have felt like you didn't get the comfort and the nurture you needed as a child, and that's why it's kind of difficult to open up to this. You've had to grow up by yourself. You had to, learn self-healing mechanisms, self-soothing mechanisms, which can be great. But I feel right now, Capricorn, there's a need to kind of trust or have faith in the energy around you, or to start looking for that love that can also be given to you, Capricorn. You don't have to do it all by yourself. Tell me more about what Capricorn's experiencing in July. There we go. Oh, okay. Divine sensuality. So Virgo got this card. So if you have Virgo in your chart, if you're dealing with the Virgo in any way, romantic, platonic, whatever, I suggest checking out the Virgo reading to see if there's messages for you there. And it says, making love and erotica. Whoa, okay. So a couple messages I'm getting from this. First of all, master number 22 is coming through for you. You could be seeing a lot of 2s, 22, 222. Your birthday could be January 2nd, January 12th, maybe December 22nd for some of you guys out there. I feel with this energy that not only is there love around you, Capricorn, but maybe some of you are feeling, a little bit lonely in love and romance. And maybe even if you are in a connection, you feel like you're not getting enough out of it. You're not appreciated in it. You may even feel used. You may even feel taken for granted by a romantic partner. You don't get the support you need from that romantic partner. And I feel, Capricorn, they need to say that, there is more to romance and love and connections than just the sensual pleasure of it all. And if you feel like you're only being used for sensual pleasure, or that you're only just a phone call away from, someone in your life, that they only need you when you need you, and when you need them, they're gone, you deserve the best kind of love. Yes, the sexual aspect of it is important. As human beings, we enjoy sex, and we should. But there's also a love you deserve that's a lot more deep. That's a lot more profound. That's a lot more nourishing, comforting. And you deserve to have that in a partner. And if someone is not giving that to you, Capricorn, and you are still allowing this person in a way to be in your life because you're afraid of being alone, or you're afraid of, venturing out of what you're used to in that romantic sense, Spirit wants you to pay attention to how you treat yourself, or what you believe, again, you can receive for yourself. Now, others of you, if that's not so much the case, again, if you're feeling lonely, you're feeling single, you're feeling like, your romantic life has been very dry, I do feel there's an opportunity for love coming up for you in July. I do feel there's someone who has their eye on you, who thinks you're very attractive, that you give off a sexy vibe that may be very subtle, but is definitely noticeable. I feel that for some of you, this is a coworker for some reason, very, very strongly. So if you had that suspicion, let me confirm that for you. But yeah, Capricorn, I feel for others of you, maybe it's been quite a while since you've had sex, quite a while since you've experienced that sensual, earthy pleasure. And again, like, I wonder if some of you just believe that you're not attractive enough, or that you because you haven't had that in a while, there's something wrong with you in a sense. And I wonder if it's because you put yourself out there, Capricorn, or if you protect yourself or overprotect yourself. A lot of different messages coming through with this combination here, but I feel for most of you what this combination is telling me is that there's a need to prioritize self-love, self-care, physically, emotionally. Those are the two most prominent factors that are coming through here. And I don't know, I even feel for someone there may be body insecurities, and this could be a trigger warning for anyone out there, but someone may recently have gone through some insecurities about their own body. And if this isn't for you, it's not for you. But I just want to say that as society, we put such unrealistic expectations on what beauty is supposed to be, what bodies we're supposed to have, how we're supposed to look. And, you know, some people just partake in that culture of judging others. But let me tell you something. I know it sounds cliche, but 9 times out of 10, those people who are so easy to pick on other people's physical appearance, that are easy to tear down people for, you know, what they look like, they're the most insecure themselves. And I wonder too if some of you, this, again, because of this mother card here, this type of energy is coming from your mom or came from your mom in some way. The need to look a certain way, to act a certain way, to put on this mask, to appease others. It's definitely like old school vibes of that older generation where that was really the only thing that mattered, is how we look to society or whatever. And I feel Spirit is saying that, you know, maybe for some of you, this is surfacing the most, especially if there's a recent rejection in romance or in love in some way. But Spirit wants to remind you, Capricorn, that you are beautiful inside and out. And again, that's where the spirit energy, whatever the spirit is that watches over you, that sends their love your way and wants to protect you and hold you and heal you, wants you to know that you are much better than sinking into that lower vibrational energy of feeling those projections that people put out for you, or taking on society's expectations of how you should be, what you should look, what you should do. I feel that, you know, you are not even aware of how attractive you are, not just physically, although that can be a proponent, but inside and out. You don't give yourself that credit, and Spirit's here to give you that credit. And it's interesting, we kind of have this energy here for, you know, Cancer season. It is the polar opposite of your sign, but it is the mother of the zodiac. And maybe, you know, I wonder where Cancer is in your chart. And you should, you know, again, if you know your birth time, your birth date, look up your chart and see where Cancer is, and maybe look at the progressions of where Cancer may be affecting your life right now. Because I think wherever Cancer is, that's where these wounds are kind of starting to bring up again. But with that tool too, see how you can use these inner wounds or these insecurities or these doubts in yourself to transform it into an empowering energy. You know, I may not be perfect, but no one is, and that's okay. I am who I am, and I love myself for it. That's what I feel, this energy, this mothering energy, this feminine energy that wants to come through, wants you to fully believe about yourself inside and out. Someone has really nice lips too. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is for someone. I mean, start to like look in the mirror and see what you do love about yourself without the biased perception of, you know, picking out all the flaws. Start to see what you do enjoy about yourself or even about your life. Starting to, you know, make a list of gratitude. And every morning, you know, kind of give your thanks to what you do have. And I think that will help open yourself up to more experiences that you yearn for, Capricorn, or what some of you are yearning for at this time. To feel more loved, to feel more appreciated. Tell me more about July for Capricorn, Spirit. It's time to take action. I love this. New moon in Aries. Yeah. So interesting. It's kind of like I feel this is the progression of the month for you. Is like, you know, first addressing those insecurities, those wounds, those things that are surfacing, inner child wounds, or even things from, you know, what we felt like we didn't have, what we don't have, you know, addressing and identifying those things. But then with divine sensuality, you know, coming to a period of empowerment, of acceptance of ourselves fully and unconditionally, in a way that can start attracting the things we want in life, putting ourselves out there with the confidence, with the reassurance of ourselves that, yeah, we will have hard days, we will have hard times, And when we start to nurture ourselves, heal ourselves, but then build ourselves back up again, by the end of July, I feel there will be a time to act. And with Aries energy, you're going to do it for yourself, Capricorn. Maybe some of you, again, just need that little extra boost of confidence to start. If it is something where you're feeling like romantically you've been a little bit unlucky, or you feel alone, or you feel single, and maybe start to kind of get dressed up and go out with your friends and see what you can find out there, or to reactivate your dating apps if that's another way that you like to, go out and see some people. Start to kind of use this energy that you're going to build for yourself to start meeting spirit halfway to getting the life that you want to have. I even feel like in July, or at the end of the July, there will be an opportunity to take a risk. And I know my Capricorns are not the most risk-taking type. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, so I understand that we, with Capricorn majority people, we like to be grounded. We like to have security at all times. But I almost feel like there's going to be an opportunity to you're going to get an intuitive nudge to just go for it. Go on that invite that you were kind of debating. But when you go there, when you experience whatever it is you'll be invited to, you're going to have a lot of fun and maybe even meet someone that will kind of fill in that little loneliness that you may have. Others of you, this may be an opportunity to travel. I kind of get, interestingly enough, for, this energy here, whether that's like a little weekend trip or maybe even a business trip. I think there's something to experience out of that. But I feel, Capricorn, even for others of you, if it's not so specific, it's starting to take action with your empowerment, to not let your wounds hold you hostage anymore, but to start experiencing life with, a confidence, with a need for diversity. And if there's something you don't like about your life, to change it. And you have every means to do so, and you will be supported in doing so. I feel some of you just need to work with the color red. Some psychics, intuitives do a lot of color work, meditating on a certain color, wearing a certain color. And I think, even with all this red here, it could also point to the root chakra that needs a little bit of work on, that needs a little bit of healing. But I feel too, Capricorn, that when you start to do this healing about, healing whatever has been lost, or healing whatever disappointments you've been going through, or have gone through, that's been kind of lingering throughout your life, you're going to be unstoppable once you get to this point of starting to implement this confident, assured energy, making decisions and sticking by them, not going back and forth, doubting yourself, and to take a chance and to take a risk and to let go a little bit so you can experience all that life has to offer. Spirit wants you to know that you absolutely can. Add a little spice to your life is kind of what I'm getting here. And maybe July is that time to, again, just fully release all the things that didn't turn out, didn't happen, that you were disappointed by, hurt by, experiencing the stress of. It's time for that release so you can start getting into this mode again. Or this may be a whole new you that you've never even knew about yourself, but has always been in there. Wow. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say. Tell me about July for Capricorn, Spirit. The Queen of Cups, yeah. Cancer energy. Yeah. So again, this is coming under the Mother here. I really do feel for most of you, this is this energy, this spirit guide, passed down loved one, whatever this is, coming through for you to let you know that if you ever need time to meditate, to connect, you are free to be open to this energy, and they will send you the signs. They will send you that love. I feel some of you can be clairsentient. And what that means is that you feel through your senses, through the goosebumps, through the chills, through, those, if you're psychic, you kind of understand, but those kind of waves of air is the best way to kind of describe it for me. And that, you know, you are a very loving person and giving person. But some of you, specifically what I was picking up on earlier in the reading, is that maybe some of you have been over giving to someone who doesn't appreciate it. And your love is so much more worthy than that, so much more valuable than that. And maybe some of you are just taking the blinds off of what you've kind of seen from someone else's behavior, giving them the benefit of the doubt and really starting to see that they're not worthy of your love. Whoever that romantic playboy, playgirl energy is that surrounds you, Capricorn. But with this, you know, with the spirit guide here, I had a couple spiritual mentors, and one of them told me, you know, there's a guide around you that wants to connect with you. And I was like, well, you know, I try. I open myself up to it. I say, hey, if there's any messages you can give me, give them to me. She's like, no. Sit with the energy if you feel it, which I do through chills, through goosebumps, like I was saying, and ask who it is. Close your eyes and connect with that. See what colors come up, what visions come up. What do you feel when this energy connects with you? And Capricorn, I think you're going to benefit from this because you're going to discover who this spirit guide is and what they want to provide to you. All right, let's keep going. I mean, with the Queen of Cups here, you are very intuitive. Some of you are definitely psychic. You're also empathic and loving. Yeah. Then we have the Hierophant. Okay, Taurus energy. Capricorn energy for me as a reader personally. So this is coming under divine sensuality. So some of you may be seeking out mentors, may be seeking out, you know, spiritual people that can help guide you, whether that is in the 3D locally or even through, you know, social media, through YouTube, kind of starting to research who you are, what you've always been feeling, or any new ways you can experience life, perceive life. And I feel you're going down that road, Capricorn, where you are going to be then the person that helps others, that influences others. I feel for some of you, you are great writers. You have a way with writing words. Maybe you blog, you journal. But some of you have that potential of writing, you know, pieces, essays, books even in the long run that some people will find to be very helpful. You have a wisdom of knowledge from everything that you've been through. But you guys are taking the first step into kind of just rediscovering yourselves. Aside from the wounds, aside from the experiences, who are you and what can you give out to this world? Because I do feel for a lot of you that is part of your life path, especially with the combination of the Queen of Cups and the Hierophant. And again, I feel for some of you, like, I don't know, it's not for everyone, but for some of you, marriage instability and starting to build that foundation has been a worry or has been on your mind. And, you know, Spirit is saying this can be yours, Capricorn. It's time to take action once you really know what it is that you want in a romantic relationship, in a partnership, what you want for yourself in your life. And when you start working towards it, being dedicated towards it, and more importantly, being dedicated towards yourself, you will start to see the first steps guiding you towards that path that you've always wanted to be on. And if some of you, again, are looking for assistance, are looking for guidance, connect with your spirit guides for sure, but also, you know, find those people that you aspire to be, whether that's, you know, again, people on YouTube or even family members, people in your community, YouTube people, whatever it is that you aspire to be. Start looking into how they live their life, how they perceive things, and start to see if that fits with you. Because I think there is something to learn and is something to gain from interacting and reaching out to and aspiring to be those people that you see as where you want to be. Maybe some of you are thinking of getting self-help books, spiritual books. I feel like that's a great suggestion from Spirit too, especially if you guys do like to read. Or maybe if you guys are more of the, Audible people, start to purchase those audiobooks or listen to speeches and listen to ideas on YouTube that you feel deeply resonate with you. If you're feeling drawn to certain readings, if you're feeling drawn to certain, lectures or whatever it is, listen to them. I feel like you're just going to gain more and more knowledge about yourself that you didn't even know about. Who you could be, who you can become. One more card for my Capricorns, please, Spirit. Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Sagittarius energy. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Now, this is interesting. 10-10 is coming up. So there is a cycle being closed in the month of July. And I feel it will fully come to that rest or fully come to that end at the end of July. With the Ten of Wands, yeah, there's been too much you've been putting onto yourself. I even feel for some of you, like, I don't know, you just maybe put off certain things that you've been wanting to do. Taking, certain action, certain steps. You've been putting it off. But the more you've been putting it off, the more it's been burdening you or giving you that hunch to act, that hunch to start moving towards it, whatever that is for you. For a lot of you, it feels on a spiritual level, but it could be in career. It could be in relationships and romances, like I said. But don't hold back for much longer, Capricorn. Again, beginning of July, you'll need that healing. Tonight is the full moon in Capricorn. And maybe some of you would like to do some sort of manifestation ritual, healing ritual, release ritual. If you miss it and don't watch it this exact time during that night or even around the full moon, maybe you are or planning to or have done some sort of thing around release around the full moon, which I think is going to help you with this. But it's time to let go of the things you want to do, the things you've been meaning to do, and start to do it. And the Wheel of Fortune, good luck and success is on your side, Capricorn. And with the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes things are out of our control. Some things are destined for us to experience, to go through certain relationships, certain bonds, certain experiences. And although those have taken us through some of the harder points of our life, they're always meant to steer us back to the top. That's what we're meant to do with those experiences. They're not meant to hold us down. They're not meant to steer and take control of our lives. We are in control. We're in control of how we respond. We're in control of how we act. Yes, some things happen outside of ourselves that we can't control, but when we know that at the end of the day, if we have the ambition, the perseverance, the dedication to ourselves, then we can start steering in the right direction. And I feel that's what Spirit is telling you you can do this month, Capricorn, is taking that first step. And then watching it all unravel. And the burdens, the stress, whatever it has you've been going through that I feel is kind of relating to this need to nurture yourself will start to soon fade away and not be the prominent thing in your life that is taking so much control at this time for you. You're going to take control back. You're going to take power back. And I'm excited to see that happen for you, Capricorn. So let's go ahead and get one more card from our angels. Specifically this guide that's around you. What do they want you to know? Any last minute advice for the month of July, Capricorn? All right, let's see. Finding a feather is a sign your guardian angels are by your side. Yes, I was saying that at the beginning, right? Some of you are definitely finding feathers. This is why. Your guardian angels are with you. That spiritual energy, that angelic energy. Again, whether it is a passed down loved one or just a presence that has been drawn to you since you were young to kind of guide you, nourish you when you needed it, give you that uplift, give you that hope and inspiration when you need it. They're still very, very much with you, Capricorn. So look out for those feathers because I think you'll start to find them if you haven't already. And they're reminders of how loved you are. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for joining me for this reading. I really hope that it resonated with you in some way and is giving you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's unfolding in July. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Capricorn, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Capricorn.